NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Come on, set. Not a one. Max 50, 6, 64. Wait. Check nickel. Yeah.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Watch this. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Record. Mike 56.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Max 50. Come on. No.
2nd and 9 now. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
That's another Titans first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. Room here to run. 31 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
He's checking. Hey!
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. And his kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Cotton. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Second and 4. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 6 yards. Watch the run. Watch the run. SOS. Okay. SOS. Hey, watch it. Go. Watch the motion.
First down, a run with Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Watch the shift. Watch it to 6. Pull it. Pass. Go.
They'll drop the throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the deep.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Clifford, and that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Fielded at the 20. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Check my 50. 3 bud. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill. Switch. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. Mike 50.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 50. Kill.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 34.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Watch the edge. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Got it. Let's go, Mike 50. Watch this. Keep going. Next block. Right. This is baby shot. Go. Hey, check 24.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a Stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll come out in the pistol. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
At the 29-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Deuce. Catch it. Snap.
They'll try the left side. Cotton. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Clifford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Titans 20, Jaguars nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Down. 90 Wolf.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop.
The final shot before break. Clifford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
You're trapped. 43.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cotton trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
We got chips over here. There's overload.
From the gun, Clifford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check. Watch twist. No, he's coming to you.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Let's go now. Come on, 6-1. Rip block to 6. Run it. Half. Twist. Watch the twist.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On second down, it's Cohen. He's got the first down inside the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second and 6. It's caught by Bryant. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Operating from the gun, Clifford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Second and 11. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Clifford, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead. Here to start quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Clifford into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You better bring it. You better bring it.
They'll set up to throw. couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
Brandon, so often we talk about whether or not a quarterback was surprised by the pressure, by the blitz. Most of the time, they're not surprised by that, but the speed in which someone gets there. And on this play, I don't think he had any other chance or choice.
Are they taught in that situation just to tuck it and go down?
Yeah, when you don't even have an opportunity to look downfield and assess what's going on, cover it, take care of the football. Don't turn something bad into something worse.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
This is Cohen. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
34. Jaguars, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Haywood! Deep ribbon, deep ribbon.
To throw again, Clifford. Bryant has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys, bring it up.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. On now is the Titans punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had
to. A gain of 3, second down.
Down. 70, Indy.
On second down now. Cotton. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Ready. 94.
So this one, a